Okay, hello guys. Today we are talking about the probability and statistics 3. Okay, so basically we are talking about the statistics. Okay, so let's move into the first part about statistics, about the data types and basic averages. Okay, so here let's looking through what is a classification of data. Okay, so you can find here we have several like different kinds of it, like qualitative data. We can say that is non-numerical descriptive data. Okay. So like a eye color, like a car brand and a favorite subject, that means there's no values in them, okay? But another is called numerical, okay? So we can say that there are number-based data, okay? So we can say like the number of balls or like the grade of your task, okay? So like all of the numbers or the data, okay? So also we can divide them into two parts. First is called discrete data. Okay, so that means they are very specific and exact values. Another is called continuous. So that means maybe the data is in the range. Like your grade is from 80 to 90, but you doesn't know what is your real grade, but you get an A in the final. So that is it. Okay, so we can say A is not a continuous status. You can say it's a categorical data, but 80 to 90 is a kind of continuous status in the numerical data. Okay, that is it. So don't be worried about this. IGCSE doesn't test you about the definition of it. Okay, so let's move into the first part about the mode. So what is the meaning of the mode? We think that mode means the value appears most frequently in the data set. So for example, like here we have data set for 2, 4, 4, 5, 7, 7, 7, 9. Okay, you can find here 7 appears for 3 times and 4 appears for 2 times. So we can say here that mode equals to 7. That means 7 appears a lot of times, okay? That is a mode. And next is about the median. So we can say median means the middle value of the data set when it is arranged in order of size, okay? So for example, like here, we can say a median is the n plus 1 over 2's value. Okay, so for example, like maybe for here, all number of data is 5. So maybe here you can find 2, 5, 6, 8, 9, right? So maybe you can find 6 is at the middle place. So we can say 6 is a median. And also here you can find when the number here is 6, that means 2, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. The middle value here is 6 and 8. So they're at the middle position. So we had to choose or we had to find out their averages. So you are using 6 plus 8 over 2 equals to 7 to find out the middle numbers right here, okay? That is the medians. Okay, and also we have the mean. So what is a mean? Like here we said, mean means that we have like the exact average values of here. Okay, so here you can say equals to the sum of all the values over total number of the values. Okay, that means the average. Okay. So for example, like here we have a series of data like 4, 7, 10, 15. Okay, so here we have 4 numbers in total. And the total sum here equals to 7 plus 4 plus 10 plus 15 equals to 36. And divided by 4 equals to 9. Okay, so we can say here the mean value equals to 9. Okay, that is the mean right here. Also, we have range. So range equals to the maximum value minus the minimum value. So for example, like here we have a data set for 3, 5, 8, 12 to 20. We can say the biggest number here is for 20 and the smallest number here is 3. So you can say range equals to 20 minus 3 equals to 17. So here we can say a small range means the data are very close to each other and they're consistent, okay? And a large range means that they're very separate from each other and they have a little bit differences between, have a lot of differences between each other, okay? So here is for today's our deliberate practice for you. So if you have your own ideas, you can pause the video and do it yourself. But you want to follow with me, you can keep on going, okay? So let's move to the first problem. Classifying the following data as discrete or continuous, okay? So A means time taken to run 100 meters, okay? So here it must be a continuous data, right? Because time taken is not a discrete, right? It is continuous, like you can run it maybe for 3.67 second and maybe for 3.68 second, right? Okay, so that is a continuous data. And B, number of the cars in the parking lot. So here, number, it means an exact value or like a exact integers. We can say like 6 cars or like 12 cars or like 100 cars, right? That is a very single integers. Okay, we can say that here is a discrete values. Okay, so here's continuous, here's a discrete. And for second problem is that find the mean, median, and the mode, and also the range for the following data set. So first, mean value means average value or average on values. So we can say here it equals to 12 plus 8 plus 15 plus 8 plus 10 plus 12, 21 plus 14 over total number here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is over 7, right? Okay, that is for mean value here. And median means the middle position. So first you have to rearrange the data, okay? So from the lower number to the biggest number. So it is 8, 8, and 10, 12, 14, and 21, 15 and 21, okay? So you can just find out the middle value here is for 12, right? So we can say here the median equals to 12. Oh, sorry, the median, yeah, here equals to 12, right? And mode means the number appears most frequently. Okay, so here is 8, right? 8 appears for 2 times. Okay, so here we can say mode is 8. And the range of the following data set, so smallest number is 8 and biggest number is 21. So we can say the range here equals to 21 minus 8 equals to 13. Okay, that is a range. And for the third problem, the mean weight of 4 students is 55 kilograms, and a fifth student joins, and the new mean weight becomes 57 kilograms. And calculate the weight of the fifth student, okay? So we can say here, weight of 4 students is 55 kilograms, and the fifth student joining. So we can just consider as the student's weight as x kilogram, okay? So we can say like here, the total values for 4 times 55, right? That is total mass for the first 4 students. And added a new x kilogram or new mass for the new students, and then divided by the total numbers here equals to 5, so equals to 57, okay? So I'm trying to calculate this. For 4 times 55 equals to 220 plus x equals to here 5 times 57, right? So here is for 5 times 7 equals to 35, and here is for 28, right? So it's 285 values here. So x equals to 65 kilogram, okay? So for first problem, why might the median be the better average for TEs than a mean for a company salary data? Okay, so we can say here because in a company there are CEO, right, and also very simple. We can say employees, right? So we can say here, for a company, like there is a very big range for each data of the salary. Okay, so when you're using average, maybe the average is very high because the CEO's, like the CEO's salary data is very perfect, right? Okay. So, but if you want to find the median value, so we can find that is what is a middle position or what is a middle salary data for total company. So that it can be represented better than the mean, right? Okay. So here because because the range for the data or salary data is quite bigger. So we prefer to choosing the average or choosing the median to the mean value. Okay. So that's for today's our lesson. Hope you can understand it for today's all of our teaching. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. Okay. So see you next time. Bye.